the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running.
Yep, this is where we're at. So, I cut all the 2x4 we had here at the shop, but damn, that old fried rice sub just looks so damn beast. It's just so, God, it's monstrous. Anyway, let's get off of that, because that looks like it comes out the same Chinese factory as B2, doesn't it? But I had enough little 2x4 here to possibly shrink me a half cube. And right now I'm at like 2.15-ish per sub, which is a little on the big side. And I ported this thing way too low with way too little a port area. So I ain't done no math yet, but anyway, shrinking this enclosure should theoretically give me more square inches of port per cube, because the port size remains the same, but the internal volume shrinks. So I got like right at 13 square inches of port per cube. So that should go up. The volume should go down. I don't even know why I built it this big, because in realistic terms, you should only do about 1.75 per 12. Or that would be my want to do. But the fried rice subs are killing this Jeep. And it should only get better from here. Now, I'll know that by shrinking this half cube, there should be a noticeable difference in it. So if there is, then maybe I'll bring some more 2x4s one day, and we'll do this again. And we'll shrink a little more and just see how good we can get it. But we already did a 150 in here. And this is what I'm doing. I'm just using some liquid nails and some screws and putting 2x4 pieces in here. But with all my bracing, yeah, it's not great. And you can tell I built this box out of recycled wood, and I'm putting recycled shit right back in it for 2x4. So I'll be back. Damn, that stuff looks so good though. I'll be back when I get this finished. Well, I got it back together. I have not turned it on yet. Literally doing cleaning up tools. Really, honestly, I'm giving that old liquid nail projects a minute to cure up. But it's the curiosity's finally going to get the best of me. And I'll probably turn it on here in a minute. I just don't know what it's going to do. Like, is it going to be louder, windier? You know, it was moving a little hair, but at this point, I don't know what it's going to do. Maybe it's going to be a flop. Maybe them fried rice subs are going to be like, hell no, we don't like this. I doubt it, but it's a possibility. So I'll be back after I have an opportunity to turn it on and see what it's going to do. But that looks garbage with this. I really need to paint that black. But for now, we don't care. We just rolling with it. Peace. So improvements were made, guys. Improvements were made. So, hell, if you're still improving, why not keep going with it? So, that's the way we're looking at it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to keep going with it. Because I didn't get as much out as I would like to have. And I've done some math. And, you know, I only have 13 square inches of port, which is too small. I tried something new with advice somebody else gave me that didn't pan out. So, you know, I had like 2.2 per 12, which is way too much. Way too small a port area. I guess it was efficient as shit because it did a 50. But the problem is it wasn't moving hair like I wanted to. It's starting to pick up wind. And my daughter's coming down in January. And I would like for her to be able to drive her old Jeep and play the music she wants to play. And this thing tuned at 27, it ain't going to do it. So by me shrinking this, it's raising the tuning. I did some math. It's going to be around 30, 31 hertz, which is good. And it's going to bring my port area up to 15 square inches of port per cube, which is ideal. And it should just get louder, windier. It is destroying the roof, though. The roof, Dustin was in here watching when I was playing. He said that whole roof is just rippling. So I see Vibraflex in the roof in the future.
Yeah, it looks like the wave pool with fucking murder waves.
But let me get the one. So that was the end of the port. So I cut that much off of the port. Why? Hell, why not? I said, it's tuned way, way too low, guys. Way too low. So I'd like to get tuned up around 33-ish. Just because, like I said, my daughter, she's going to want to connect to Spotify and play that. And I figured I'd try to get it tuned around that 30. That should put me around 32 when everything's said and done. So it should play a little bit of everything well. So it'll raise the peak up, definitely. By doing that, this thing ought to do close to 55 when I'm done. But all right, I'll be back. We still working at it. So I got everything that I had showed you last time put in. I cut 4 more. Just why not? You know, why not? That's what I'm thinking. But that's all I'm gonna put in it. It'll be done after that. So yeah, I'll put these up and I'll get that put in and glued, and then we're gonna put the subs back in it and see what in the hell happens. I'm hoping big things. That's what I'm hoping, big things. But it should be tuned a lot higher because honestly, guys, this thing, it really loved the 21, 22 hertz range. Tuning in his thing was low. Like with that low tuning and too big of airspace, it would dig low. So I'm hoping to raise the tuning up quite a bit. But we'll see. Anyway, I need to get my ass back to work and do something. Look, Dustin's already over there working on his A-pillar, so I need to get back to work. Well, I'm where I like to be, all the way back together. Have not tried it yet. It should be totally different this time around. Ooh, you can see the other subs moving when I do that. More port area, smaller enclosure, higher tuning. It should be great. I just think I had this thing tuned way too low before. I mean, in reality, 27 hertz only sounds good, but at the end of the day, for a little no-wall daily driver, that's too low. Because you ain't listening to shit in there from like Apple Music or nothing. So I'm going to take a break. Then I'm going to start it up because it's been running for a hot minute. Or not running, but sitting here with the dome light and shit on. So I'm going to let it run, get the voltage up. And then I'm going to test it out and see what happens. Wish me luck, guys. Cross your fingers. I just turned this up a click past where I would normal demo to see how much power I'm getting out. I'm wired at 0.33. It is the half ohm model amp. I'm getting 1500 watts, guys. 1500 watts out of this 12K. Now, granted, that was playing music off my phone, like how my daughter would want to play it. But I'm gonna go ahead and reset this and try some rebase music and see what it does. See what it did. So we rose to 0.9, which higher rise. Before it was 0.6. So this 0.9, that's higher. But 6,666 or 61 watts. Yeah, we got the triple sixes there. Guess that's my angel number for today. So 12K. And this is what I tell you guys all the time. When you're like, I need to choose an amp. Get double or triple what you need or what your sub's rated for, because after rise, I mean, look at what I'm doing. I'm getting half of the amp's power after rise. So it's 12K, I'm getting 6,000 watts out of it. That was on music though. And these three little subs are just taking it all day. So, like they ain't even thinking about hurting. So, anyway, it does sound better. I don't know if it's louder than what it was. I'd actually had to play with the phone and burp it, but I don't even feel like trying that right now. But anyway, yeah. I'll try a different song, see if we can get any better than that. We did a little better there. Rise 0.7, 7,788 watts. So, guys, I ain't even touching this thing. Like, this amp ain't even warm. A little dirty there from probably touching that, but I'm sure the tailgate's fucking flexing on it. But yeah, we just want to do a little testing and see what roundabout we were putting out, because I knew the rise was pretty high in this enclosure, and I wanted to see what I was getting out of this, because I honestly think I was getting more power out of the two 5Ks, but 2 amps splitting the rise versus 1 taking all of it. So that's all. That's gonna be all, guys. That's all I got today. I might end this video here and upload it, or I might see what's going on tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, we really need to be getting shit ready for Ruckus, but instead we're messing with the black Jeep. But anyway, guys, I'll be back. Tuesday morning, and I got the steamer out. One of my favorite things to do is take old tint off a window. So we're pulling all of them because of, that's terrible. And this shit means there's glue stuck to the window more than likely, which is gonna be a bitch. But this window here had some kind of chemical put on it. I don't know if you can see it real good, but it's just destroyed. So yeah, we gotta pull the tint off all the windows and start over. I hate doing this shit. Hate it, I hate it. But it's part of what it is, guys. You gotta do it. So I'm just waiting on the steamer to start blowing, and then we'll get this old tint off. Yeah, it's, I guess, Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Dustin over customers. We're doing a side-by-side today. And yeah, you got 3 windows on each door to do. Windshield back window, which is tinted over here. But it's been a little slow around here, so Dustin will tint anything. He don't care. He's had tractors up here before. But yeah, the old side-by-side. This is brand new. This thing ain't even got a mile on it. So you know where their priorities lay. Yeah, look, it's still got the wrap on that. But yeah, this guy, he just bought this thing and he's like, I need it tinted. So that's what we're doing today. Yeah, it ain't really exciting around here right now. So that's all I got for you. I'll probably get this video edited and out tonight. If y'all watched the video I put out earlier, I did it as a separate video. But I did an unboxing and a review on this thing. This is one of them little screens that you can put on your dash. That one has a windshield suction cup mount. I don't know. I'm thinking about putting one in the wife's Blazer. She have a backup camera. That one works with a backup camera. It just didn't come with one. But I'm thinking about doing that. So, after the Ruckus show, which is this weekend, we got to get this cleaned out over here. We're going to put that little scion right in that area to build it. And we got, me and Dustin got a list of shit that we need to do. I got to do a system in the wife's Rogue. He's got to do a system in his wife's 4Runner. We got a system for his dad. Like Dustin's dad wants some bumps. So we got a list of shit that we need to do. It's just getting to it. But anyway, I don't know if I'm going to film anything else or not today. Depends what else we have. If not, then I'll upload this video. After I posted some cool video footage and shared it to Nolan of this thing hair tricking after we shrunk the enclosure, Nolan realized I'm running his amp at 0.33, but it's a Tar Amps 12K half ohm edition, so wasn't really hurting it. But Nolan's like, oh my God, I need my amp back. No, actually he wanted to send it in to have them bulletproofed before he puts them in the son's build that we're gonna be starting here soon. And I'm like, damn, I had no bass now. So I get to looking around Dustin's shop, and I think I found the solution to my problem.
If the speakers will take it.
If the speakers will handle this much power. We found an old Jensen 100 by 2. Look at that, low pass crossover built in. Supposedly it works. Oh, it's gonna look dope right there, guys. It's gonna look badass. Never mind that 250 before. This 100 by 2 MOSFET power. If this amp works, it's gonna overdrive the shit out these speakers. So the first thing I need to do really is I need to see if this amp will even power on.
Well, it's power on, I powered it on.
Oh, well, Dustin said he's powered it on. So I need to power it on and see if it'll handle 16 volts. That's the first chore. So I'm gonna do that. If it powers on, we might try hooking it up in here and see what it do. We got the old remote turn on hooked up. I cut the fuse link out because I had to extend the wire. And we got some 8 gauge going to this 10 gauge. And we did the same for the ground. I'll show you what I cut out of here. It still had the 12 volt to battery. God, this is a oldie, man, because it had one of them little round glass fuses. Yeah. We want to take that out of the clutch. We want to pull all the power. So I got the old bass crossover for low pass set at 80 hertz. And yeah, we just gotta get the speaker wire. I don't know how I'm gonna get 8 gauge in there. Speaker wire is bigger than the damn factory power wire. But this little beast is gonna move some subs. We did test it and it powered on with 16 volt. So who knows, guys? It might blow the subs. Hell, I have no clue. Yeah, let's hook this shit up, guys. We're turning the gain down.
Better.
We had to adapt my 8 gauge to 12 gauge speaker wire to fit them inputs. We had to reduce down, and the 12 gauge almost was too big to go in. Yeah, we're getting ready to kick this thing on though and see what it does. So we'll be back. All right, guys, you just seen the video. It's a little warm. This is going straight to my subwoofer wires. I'll open the back door and show you.
And honestly, that gain barely cracked.
There is nothing else in here, guys. We are shocked. It had like a little bit of door flex, license plate, hatch rattle. But the door flex and the dome light, that is stupid, guys. Like, as this goes to all my mids and highs. Dustin's just like, when I told him I wanted to try it, he's like, what the hell? And now that we did it, we're both baffled that it's actually flexing door and shit.
It's definitely doing rated power.
Because it's only 100 by 2. And for I mean, each channel is at 0.67.
That dang amp from 85, 88.
Yeah, that amp's from the 80s.
It's as old as I am.
To do what it's doing. And I don't know, he's had it laying over there in a chair.
For 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been rained on.
And I'm just like, dude, does it work? He's like, yeah. I'm like, let's throw it in here. Since my buddy Nolan wanted his amp, he thought I was going to blow it. He did. He thought I was going to blow it. Look, Nolan, you're making me run a damn Jensen. No, we just, in the name of science, and we love to try shit. And normally, I'd never had time to do this, but when we're hanging out up here at the shop, we got free time, and I'm always like, hey, let's try this, or let's try this. And Duck, he loves testing. And who the hell would have thought that this Jensen amp would flex the back door a little bit? Like, is it loud? Hell no.
I'm about to get on eBay and order like 10 of them.
Really, for me to listen to subwoofers in here and it be enjoyable, I really need to turn my mids and highs down a lot. And I just turned them up. Because before it had too much bass and it was overpowering the mids and highs. Now we don't have a whole lot of bass and the mids and highs are overpowering it. But for that amp to actually move them subs, we're both hell of impressed. Like, we're baffled. I didn't think it was going to do near that. But peace out, guys. We're having fun here. Thank y'all for watching. And I'll see y'all at Ruckus. Peace out, and as always, bass on. Hold up, guys. We are back. We got the AMM1 hooked up. Two things we got to do. We got to properly set the gain using the clip light. And we want to see how much power this thing's putting out. So that's the first thing we got to do. In the name of science, because we're bored and we're impressed, kinda. So Dustin just got a phone call. I turned the mids and highs amp all the way down so we can kind of hear back here. But we are curious, guys. Not bi-curious, but just curious to see what this thing's gonna do. So we were getting decent power out of this little bastard. Yeah. Needless to say, me and Dustin were both shocked. And the fact that it actually flexes a door a little bit. I mean, it's not much power. It's okay. One, it's way more power coming out of that than I thought. Because I watched Big D, I think, do a dyno on one of these way back when. And it wasn't doing the rated 100 watts per channel that it should. But now, that is on the very restrictive load they use in the amp dyno. And the AMM1, more overly than anything, I believe at the point, like when you're playing it, you are getting more of that dynamic power. So I think, one, the dynamic power that is helping that number go up a lot. And number two, I think something that's really helping is the fact that it's on 16 volt. Now, this amp probably wasn't designed to do anything more than 14, because in the 80s or 90s, whenever this thing was made, nobody was running anything like 16 volt, really. So, yeah, it wasn't made for that shit. So, it did way more power than we thought it was going to, because the power you're seeing on the AMM1 there is per channel. So it's doing that times two. We do have it wired at 6.7 per channel. I don't know. I'm going to leave it in here and play with it a couple of days. Dustin said he gave a guy $10 for this amp like 3 years ago. And this has been laying there. So I thought, what the hell? It was kind of a joke. We were going to put it in here as a joke, but shit, after it started beating like that, we're like, what? I'm like, what the hell? I'll just leave it in here and play with it a couple of days. Because needless to say, we were impressed. And anyway, now for real, I'm out. I'm getting ready to edit this damn video and upload it for you guys. We will see you all at Ruckus at the JS Alternator booth. I had Jangalang. The wife's going to have Can't Get Right. And Dustin is going to debut. What the hell? I can't speak English. Debut Baba Yaga. And it's nowhere near done. But at least he's going to have it there, guys. So, bring Dustin like bear stickers or whatever. He'll love it. Trust me. Peace out, guys. And as always, bass on.